So Grey Wolf Animal Health was founded in 2015 by Dr. Ian Sandler with the mission to provide products to vets, pets, and clinics across Canada. And if you take a minute to think about a veterinarian's role as they take care of their patients, you quickly realize that they require a wide range of products. Because you could be taking your dog or cat into the clinic for a routine health and wellness checkup. You could be rushing them in for emergency surgery because the dog just ate the sock that you had left lying on the bathroom floor. And so vet clinics are unique because they are a doctor's office, a hospital, and a pharmacy all rolled into one space. And Grey Wolf provides a full range of products that can support vets as they take care of their pet patients. And so in our prescription portfolio, we have Health Canada approved innovative and generic medications for chronic conditions such as hypothyroidism, as well as acute drugs like anesthetics, which are used every day during emergency surgeries or procedures that are performed right there in a clinic. We also have custom compounded medications. This supports vets and physicians so that they can tailor the dose and the format of a product to better take care of their patient. We have a non-prescription portfolio that includes Health Canada approved nutraceuticals for GI upset, behavior and anxiety, joint or liver health. All of these products are bought in that front boutique store that you find in a vet clinic, and they are taken home and used by the pet parent in part of the health and wellness of their pet. And finally, we have a portfolio of consumable products. This would be medical pet shirts, needles, syringes. All of these products are used every day by vets and clinic staff as they're taking care of patients in the clinic. And so over the last few years, Grey Wolf has really been focused on building a diversified animal health company. The animal health industry has historically grown year over year, and this trend has been driven by the humanization of pets, as well as increased millennial ownership. And Grey Wolf launched commercial operations in January of 2019. And since then, we have seen strong organic growth in both our established product portfolios, but we have also launched 8 new product portfolios in the last 4 years, driven by our integrated sales and marketing approach. We have also completed 2 accretive acquisitions. Both of these acquisitions have expanded our company and taken us into new species, as well as added new product portfolios to our mix. And finally, we have a solid financial position. We are a cash flow positive company with a solid balance sheet to support future growth initiatives. According to Statistics Canada data, household spending on pets and veterinary services has grown year over year at a CAGR of about 7% to $12.8 billion in 2022. Now, every person in this room has a pet. Some of you probably have more than one pet. If you don't have a pet, you know somebody in your immediate circle or family or friends that has a pet. And more, we are looking towards pets for our social and mental well-being. And this trend has been driven by increased millennial ownership, with over 1/3 of adoptions going to millennials in the last few years, as they are turning towards pets over children in their early adulthood. On top of that, long gone are the days when the dog or cat lived outside, roamed free, slept in the doghouse. Today, our pets are living indoors. They are sleeping in our beds. We are arranging play dates for them. They are eating just as well as we are. And so this humanization of pets, they have become such a vital member of our family. And so this trend means that as a pet parent, we are spending more on health and wellness of our pet to keep them healthy. We are also spending more on the therapeutics as they get sick or aging, because we really can't stand to see that family member suffer. Another factor that we're seeing is this use of custom medications. Again, if you think about a veterinarian's job, they can be treating at 9 in the morning a Shih Tzu, at 10 o'clock they could be treating a Great Dane. The weight difference between those two is quite significant. So for a veterinarian, the ability to tailor a dose to better treat the patient or tailor the format to better support the pet parent in that treatment is a key part of their overall toolbox that they can use in taking care of their patients. And so throughout this, what we see is that vets have remained that trusted and recommended voice that we turn to in the whole ecosystem of our pets' care. And so our company has been focused on growing by organic growth over the last few years, and we'll continue to look at this as we go forward. We still see potential in our current product portfolio, and there's opportunities to increase the number of clinics that are buying our products and increase how much they're actually buying. The other part that we see is as our story has evolved over the last few years, and we've really demonstrated a track record of success in launching and growing products, there continues to be an opportunity for us to in-license products that we can launch through our existing commercial platform. And finally, there's an opportunity for us to expand our custom medication program across the broader animal health market. And secondary focus for us is growth by acquisitions. As I've mentioned, we've already completed 2. These acquisitions complement our existing business and will expand us into new species, new channels, or add new product portfolios to our mix. I mentioned at the beginning that we were founded in 2015 by Dr. Ian Sandler and Bloom Burton. Dr. Sandler is an entrepreneurial practicing veterinarian who's really focused on companion animal care for the last 25 years. Along with a group of colleagues, he started the Ontario Veterinary Group, which was one of the first corporate consolidators of clinics within Canada. They grew to 8 clinics and became the largest purchaser of pharmaceutical, nutraceutical, and therapeutic diets before they had a successful exit in 2014 to VCA, and in 2015, Grey Wolf was launched. Now, our early years were really spent focused on building up our pipeline, putting products through the Health Canada approval process, and then at the end of 2018, we completed our first acquisition. We acquired Veterinary Healthcare Solutions, a privately owned and operated animal health company here in Canada. They had a distribution platform, a small sales force, and a portfolio of established products that were already being sold in the vet channel. In the years since that acquisition, we've expanded out that platform. We've grown from 3 sales reps to 12 sales reps across Canada. We've added a strategic marketing team that can support them, and we have launched 8 product portfolios in everything from pharmaceuticals to consumables to nutraceuticals. Our most recent product launch was in April of this year, as we really just continue to bring to the market products that can support vets as they are taking care of their patients. In September of 2021, we completed our second acquisition when we acquired Trittina Pharmacy. This acquisition doubled the size of our company and took us into the equine market and added custom products to our product portfolio. And finally, at the end of last year, we listed on the Venture Exchange under the trading symbol Wolf. We are one of the only animal health companies in Canada to be backed by a vet's perspective. So Dr. Sandler continues to practice a couple days a month and really provides us with that invaluable insights into products and treatment processes and protocols within a clinic. We have a broad and differentiated product portfolio of over 25 products that span pharmaceutical, custom medications, nutraceuticals, and consumables. We have an established commercial infrastructure. This includes relationships with all buying groups and corporate groups across Canada so that we can get our products into clinics coast to coast. We also have a dedicated facility where we actually make the custom medications, which we then ship nationally to clinics across Canada. And finally, we have an exceptional commercial team of sales and marketing individuals who call on clinics with the messages around the benefits and value that our products can add to the care of their patients. So I've mentioned a couple of times integrated sales and marketing, and we've used this approach to really drive growth in our established and new product portfolios. In the next couple of slides, I'm just going to give a few examples of what we have done in that space. First product I want to highlight is medical pet shirts. This is an established product that has been on the market for over 10 years now. It is a shirt that your pet wears after surgery to cover up that wound so they cannot lick or scratch it. It really helps to support that whole healing process. And it is a great alternative to that cone of shame. And all of us have gone out for our daily walk and we've seen the dog walking down the sidewalk, head is banging on the sidewalk as it's trying to sniff at that tree. And I'm sure if you can just picture in your mind, if that dog could talk, he'd be turning to his pet owner and saying, next time, choose the shirt. And so our marketing team developed a campaign around exactly that. What would your pet choose? The cone of shame or the shirt? And when we went out with targeted messaging to both clinic staff and pet owners around how the shirt can support quality of life during the healing process, what we saw in Q2 of this year versus the same period in 2022 was a 19% increase in clinics that actually purchased the shirt and a 33% increase in the average order size. Another example is GI portfolio. So GI upset is one of the main reasons for a non-routine visit to the vet clinic. And in most cases, it is going to eventually resolve itself. But again, if you're honest with yourself, you are not waiting. You want to do something now. And so you're trying to rush your pet in to see the vet. And the standard of care has always been antibiotics, which will take a couple days to work and are actually harmful to a pet's gut. And so we have gone out to change the narrative on how to treat GI upset. And Teroaid is a natural, safe, effective paste. It contains a clay that binds the toxins. It works quickly. It is a good alternative to antibiotics. As a pet parent, you buy the product from your vet, you take it home, put it on the shelf in your medicine cabinet. Next time your dog or cat has GI upset, instead of trying to rush them into the clinic, all you have to do is go upstairs, grab that product, and you can give it to them right away. As the veterinarian, they can feel comfortable and confident that they are recommending something that will be beneficial to their patient and also support the pet owner. But they don't have to try and see you. Their day is already jam-packed with health and wellness checkups, so they can stay on schedule, or they can deal with the dog that just ate that bar of chocolate or the sock off the bathroom floor. And so when we went out with targeted messaging around exactly this, what we saw in Q2 of this year over the prior year was a 79% increase in clinics that purchased the product, 129% increase in their order size. Last product I'm going to highlight is Composure Pro. This is a product that we launched in 2022. Again, it is a natural, safe, chewable for acute anxiety. So it'd be thunderstorms, visits to the vet, or a car trip. It works quickly. It lasts about 4 hours. It is a great alternative to prescription medication. And in today, with all the changes we see in work and school routines, with that general level of stress and anxiety that's coming across in society, this message has really resonated with both vets and clinic staff and pet owners. And again, what we saw in Q2 of this year over the prior year was a 36% increase in clinics that bought the product and a 72% increase in the order size. And so again, these are just a couple of examples of how we've taken our sales and marketing strategy to increase our reach and frequency in clinics and thereby increase the growth of our established and new products, but we still see an opportunity to add more new clinics that are buying our products, because we know that these products are not applicable to just one clinic or two clinics or even a handful of clinics. We know that these are cases and incidences that come across in every single clinic across Canada. We also see the opportunity, once the clinic staff and the pet parents see the benefit of the product, to actually increase how much they're using and ordering. Because again, it's not just one patient in that practice that has GI upset. It's probably multiple cases a week that they're facing. And so once we do that, there's an opportunity for us then to say, okay, you're using product A, but what about product B and product C in our portfolio? So we're expanding the overall portfolio of products that they are purchasing from us. Another way that we support and add value to clinics is through our custom medication program. So Tratina Pharmacy is not your typical retail bricks and mortar pharmacy where you walk in, you hand over your script to the pharmacy assistant or pharmacist, maybe shop for your shampoo and toothpaste, pick up your filled script and leave. We operate a leading Canadian equine pharmacy. We have a dedicated facility where we actually can make sterile and non-sterile products in creams, pastes, gels, injectables. As a veterinarian, you send us your prescription, we go into the back, we make the product, we mail it back to the vet clinic, and they are able to dispense it for either use in the clinic, or they will send it home with the pet parent as part of the treatment program for that pet patient. If we look at our financial highlights, revenue and adjusted EBITDA have continued to grow year over year. This has been driven by organic growth in the animal health business, as well as the acquisition of the pharmacy business. Again, I just want to remind everybody that we acquired the pharmacy business in September of 2021. So the 2021 numbers show a 4-month contribution of the pharmacy business versus a full year contribution in 2022. If we turn our attention to our quarterly financial highlights, these numbers reflect the 3 and 6 months ended June 30th of 2023. So you can see revenue has grown by 9% to $6.7 million and 13% to $12.7 million for the 3 and 6 months respectively. This growth has been driven by organic growth in our compounded and established products, as well as new products that we launched in 2022. And in terms of our adjusted EBITDA, we have remained steady at $1.1 million and $2 million for the 3 and 6 months respectively. And this is even as we've continued to absorb the costs of being a public company this year. We have assembled a great team of industry professionals that have really been the driving force behind the growth of Grey Wolf thus far. Myself, I have been with Grey Wolf now for 6.5 years. My background is business and corporate development at Paladin Labs. Kevin Palmer is our CFO. He joined us in October of 2020. Kevin has over 25 years of finance and operations experience in pharmaceutical, medical device, and biotech industries. Dr. Sandler is our Chief Veterinary Medical Officer and founder, continues to support us on the medical front as well as regulatory and marketing. Murray Roach is our Chief Commercial Officer. He joined us in 2019. Murray has over 25 years of experience in the pharmaceutical industry in building and developing strategic sales and marketing teams. Brendan Mara-Wren heads up our pharmacy operations. He joined us last summer. He is a pharmacist with over 15 years of experience in managing compounding pharmacy facilities and their expansion and growth. In terms of our board of directors, Sean Aston, Dr. Sandler, and Rob Harris have all been with us for more than 6 years now. Sean Aston is the chair of our board. He is also principal at Bloom Burton, brings to the table a background in the capital markets. Rob Harris has an extensive background in the pharmaceutical industry. He started his career as a sales rep at Ayers Animal Health. He then went through business and corporate development at BioVale, and he's the founder and CEO of Tribute Pharmaceuticals. Both Jill Angevine and Diane Barassa joined our board as part of the Go Public process at the end of last year. Both of them are also CPAs. Ms. Angevine heads up or chairs our audit committee. She has over 25 years of experience in the investment management industry and currently sits as a corporate director on a number of publicly traded companies. Ms. Barassa is the former general manager of Vetiquinol Canada, which is a French animal health company. She brings to our table a solid background in finance and operations in the animal health industry in Canada. Grey Wolf has 31 million outstanding common shares, as well as 5.3 million options and warrants to exercise at various prices. We do have bank debt. This was entered into as part of the pharmacy acquisition in September of 2021. It's at a fixed 4.7% until September of 2026, based on a 10-year amortization. The annual payments of about 1.4 million are currently funded out of cash that we generate from our operations. And the outstanding amount at the end of June was 9.7 million. We also had 6.7 million in cash at the end of June, giving us a net debt of 3 million. So we do have a solid balance sheet that can support our ongoing business operations. Again, I would like to thank you all for coming to learn more about Grey Wolf Animal Health. It really has been a busy few years for us, but we continue to be excited by the opportunities that we are seeing for our products and company as we look forward to the future, and I'm happy to meet any of you to discuss our company further.